Hello, and welcome back to Legacy of Leaders, where we interview the brightest and most interesting leaders in the community, and today is no different. I'm your host, Whitney Mincey, joined by very special guest, Miss Lorrie Blitch from Holly Hall Farms Event Center. Welcome.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I'm so excited to have you here talking about a couple of different things, but let's start with the Event Center. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so my husband and I owned for almost 25 years Magellan Christian Academy, early learning schools. So it was huge. We were very successful. But after COVID, around 2022, we just started looking at other things. And I think it was a good thing to make the change, and we did. And so I was in Phoenix at that time. We had just sold our last school in 2023. And I don't know, something just hit me. This ton of bricks just hit me late one night. It said, do something different and open up another venture. So we did. We bought some property on an island, and we haven't disclosed it yet where we're putting it, but we're doing it in an event center and also bed and breakfast.
Oh, wow.
And it's a kind of an ecotourism, so people who are interested in learning more about farming life and things of that type. So we're opening that up, and we're real excited. We're still a little ways away. We're in the planning stages of it, but I'm excited about getting into a whole different venture part of my life, and I think it'll serve many different purposes.
That is so exciting. Tell me a little bit more about ecotourism, because I'm sure there are people hearing that term and not exactly sure what that means, but it's intriguing. So what can you tell us about that?
So what we're going to do is add part to our brand, because everybody is now talking about with this Make America Healthy Again.
Yeah.
And they're looking at vaccines. It's under a microscope now.
Right.
And everybody's like, well, should we really be getting all of these? I mean, even as adults, do we really need to get an MMR? Do we need to keep getting varicella? And why? Right. So you go in, especially healthcare providers, they go out and get a job. It's like, okay, here, you need to get 10 different shots. I mean, that's obviously not true, but you need to get this, you need to get this. And they're thinking, wait a moment, I'm tired of dumping all this poison into my body. Right. So everything is under a microscope anymore. And so we're kind of looking at a lot of things different. You see people going into the Whole Foods market. You see people now wanting to go to farms to get whole milk rather than drinking 2% milk. So which one is better for you? We obviously are now looking at it, butter is more healthy for you rather than margarines. Right. So we're looking at a lot of different things. So this ecotourism we're going to develop, because it is going to be a little farm, and it'll be a little working farm. Okay. It won't be the main focus, because the event and the bed and breakfast will be the main, but at least we'll have people coming in that want to have conventions, that want to learn about ecotourism and learn about running farms, because right now we have a lot of people that are getting out of farming. Right. And that's not good for any country. We have to have people growing our food. We have to have people that are committed to doing this. So we also are doing this because it's a way of educating people about farming and sustainable food for people. And so that's another piece of that farm that we're doing along.
Do you plan to have the bed and breakfast sourcing from the farm that's there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
wonderful.
we are. So somebody asked me, what are you going to do in the winter months? Right. And when you can't grow anything, I'm like, well, then I've already thought about that. So I'm going to put in a greenhouse so we can at least grow some vegetables and some of our different spices and things of that type. So so I will still fill in the gaps, maybe not to the extent of what I would have, but put a little small orchard up there. So it's going to be a well-rounded business that we want to do in our life. And it's something we want to pass on to our daughter. And so we're getting her involved.
Yeah. Well, switching gears a little bit, we've got this beautiful book here. So tell me a little bit about Sapphire, A Life That Almost Wasn't.
Yes, I'm glad you asked. So this book has been out since 2015. I've gotten great reviews on it. It's on all of the major, Amazon and Barnes & Noble and Walmart. But it was a book, it's a true story. It's about a cat. Her little life was thrown away in a dumpster in a sealed box. Oh, wow. It's a tragedy. She had been born that day. She had a little tiny umbilical cord still on her. And so I didn't think she was going to make it that night. She and another little kitten they threw away. And so I didn't think they were going to make it that night because it was about 38 degrees here. And it was at 10 o'clock at night, so you know it's going to get colder. But we managed to save her. Another employee, one of my employees, she was my school nurse. And we managed to save them and raised them. My employee wanted the other one. But I kept Sapphire because nobody wanted her. She was blind.
Oh, okay.
So I had her for 17 and a half years, total indoor. I've never allowed my animals outdoors. They always stay indoors. But I never allowed her outside, and she was just the most sweetest, kindest, docile cat you could ever want to have. And I always took special care of her because I wanted her to have a really good life because she got a rough start in life.
Right.
So I wanted to put it out there, this book, because I wanted to teach children about the value of life. And because nowadays we're seeing the debasement of life.
Yes.
And I want to teach children early on, it's a cat, its life had value.
Yes.
And now we've named my podcast studio after her and a book. And I'm in another book writing a sequel, The Adventures of Sapphire. It's just about done. And I'm trying to get it put into a screenplay for children.
Wow.
So we'll have some cartoons for them.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Well, you'll have to come back once the screenplay is getting ready to go live and launch and all of that. But unfortunately, we're out of time, so make sure you come back and tell us about that. And if you want to learn more about Lorrie and the Event Center or upcoming books, screenplay, all of that, make sure you head over to dailynewsnetwork.com. All of her information will be listed there. We will see you next time on Legacy of Leaders.